Hello, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Alrighty then. I don't know what number of class this is because, frankly, I lost count. But that's not the point. The point is we are in chapter 4 that I did not lose count of, and we're headed towards chapter 5. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, stop this recording and go listen to the previous class. If that doesn't make sense, then I suggest going back to the beginning, listening to the series, because I think it has been a great series. What do you think? I think we are making headway. That's what I think. This is all opinion-based. No fact whatsoever. Just my personal, unprofessional opinion. But if you're tired of my opinion and my unprofessionalness, then let's get to work and see what the result has to say. Can I get a 1 or 2? Enough about me. Let's talk about you. All right, I got my little note where I left off. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you better listen to the previous class. All I know is that we stopped at the end of a thing. Remember that? We stopped at the end of a thing. Kavan Yisbaya Bedrushim Shikabu Inyan Gilgokful. Vehida Zehu Gam Kain Inyan Masha Kaisuba Gamara Arab Shesha Shehaya Sagi Nahar. I think we're talking about multiple ways you can come back in a Gilgal. Type 1. And Rav Sheshis, a sage of the Talmud, when he engaged in Torah, he was Sameach. Lech Karai, Lech Tanai, L'choira ein havana b'dvarim elu ki la'atzmo haya meitiv v'lo lezu asai. So he said something like, it's like great for my soul, go and read, go and teach. And basically these words are not understandable, says the result, because for himself, it was good, and not for another, not for the guy opposite him. Kumosha Amar Akasif. Im chachmas lecha gam nidak dek amru nafshi v'gam ma'in yizeh el Rav Sheshis mezu aso. Lamaise, he was happy with his portion of Torah. Everybody's got to be happy in Torah. By the way, our good friend Yiska from the Quebec area pointed me to a verse in Samuel. I think it's 10:5, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Please don't kill me if I'm wrong. But it's posted on my page, and if you really are diligent, you can search my wall. And you can see what I posted. Or I can get back to you if you ask me. But anyways, that prophecy comes exactly through this. Simcha through Torah. Type 1. True, utter simcha through Torah. And that Shaul, King Saul, was sent there, where this is where the ark was, and that it changed him to a different man, says the verse itself. Ulahavin zed, understand this. Nakdim dechila inyan rosheshis mi'aya gilgulo. If you're going to understand this, you got to know who was his Gilgal. Daki Bava or Bo ben Buta HaChosi. He came as Ben Buta, the righteous, of the students of Shammai, Shakoya Mav Haya Makriv Ashem Suffolk. Hosha Chazer Ita Lizgal Gelber Rav Sheshis, Lahashli Meza Tikun Shahaya Sori Lo Adayin, Lafisha Hydris Amelech Neker Es Einav, Roshashis was blind because he got his eyes poked out. Gam, also now, he was Gam Kain Sagi Nahor. Kenoide Veine Oisius Bava are the same as Shashis Ba'atbesh. So basically, they both went blind in a similar way. The letters add up. The reason I was telling you that Roshashis is a Gilgal of him. Ubezeh Niva El Havir, coming to explain Daki Hine Mishalo Heshlim Tikuno Begilgal Rishon Mukhram Yizgagel O Shnayim Lishtalim. If you don't do it the first time, you gotta come back the second time. 10:6. I better say correct it. As to the Samuel, was it Samuel 1? Samuel 1, right? Samuel 1, 10:6. Is that right? Affirmative? 1 or 2? Thank you. Yes, thank you. Even im Chesroid Varmuat, even if you're missing just a little bit from your soul. Hina im Gil Rishon Hashin Hashin Velo Hashin Loki im Varmuat. Hina because always his Kyle Gil Shani. You gotta come back at the same time. All your merit and reward from the second Gilgal, who is now show Habot, it's for the need of his soul that comes now in a goof in the second body to complete it. This is what will stand up for you in the world to come. It will return his soul to the first body that in it was dealt in Torah and mitzvahs to a massive load that was needed for him. What was that? See? The second body will only stand up as a spark. Isn't that an interesting concept? Think about that. If right now, you people, I'm speaking just to the air here, right? This is your real person. Type 1 if you, proverbial, just for the sake of whatever. This is you. This is the real you. Type 1. And you didn't quite do the job, did you? Type 1. But this is the you that's going to wake up in the world to come. So everyone, give yourselves a round of applause. But you got to come back again. Type 1. You came back again. And you finished the job. Thank God. Give yourself a round of applause again because you're awesome. So the big question, who's the real you? Is it you or is it him or her? Type 1 if you get the question. The answer is you, the real you, will wake up, and the new you will receive an eternal spark that will live on and wake up. Now, how you become two, that's not the question. You just don't know what you are and what your spark is. But there will be a real you. And your second time, which was not totally you, you know what? I'm going to give a bad mushal, and I might be wrong, but let's see if it's right. You ready to see if it's right? Let's assume that right now we all feel good about ourselves. This is really you. You're you. What you do is you. Type 1. Remember that time in your life that you wish would just go away? The time that wasn't really you, as you know yourself now to be you. Remember that guy or gal you used to be? And you could probably do away with that guy or gal you used to be. But bless his or her heart, God will take care of them. You know, young Dave Katz, 18-year-old, bless his heart, his spark should live in infamy. So, whenever in your life you get to the real you, that's going to be the you that wakes up. If it's not the real you, you're not doomed. Your spark will live on and God will nourish that spark. All right. Ulachein Rav Sheshes Yadav and Nafsho Ki Hayab Rishoina Beguf. Rav Sheshes knew this was the second time. Shahaya Adam Gadol B'Toyer B'Chasidis B'Foisim. Below Chazul is Gadol now B'Zeh Agavasheni Ela Aldavar Muad Shahaya Chazul B'Melu. L'Chin Haya Gufo Atzav Aldavar Zeh. Rav Sheshes was sad because he was just a spark. Everything is given over when he dies to the real him, not him now. He will never know this existence like it ever again. To well is not show who below the gufo. He is only, get this is very powerful. Rav Sheshes lost his eyes. You could say, poor guy, right? Bless his heart, poor guy. Woe is me, pity party. He doesn't care about his body. So we see a major lesson here. People that have bodily issues need not fret. Either you're only in it for your soul in a second Gilgal, or it's you and your body will resurrect anyways. Either way you win. Therefore, the nefesh is fit for joy and not the body. And this is why he said, way to go, my soul. He's only in it for his soul because he knows he's a soul. V'lo ani, yagi lech ani kor v'lech ani shoyneh, toelscha v'lo toelsi. He's telling his soul, look, soul, I'm helping you out. Go and learn and teach and read. It's not for me, it's for you. It's a consciousness that is for his own soul. Can you imagine that? You're given an entire existence strictly to help your soul. I think that message goes out on many, many, many levels. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking already then. I don't know what number of class this is because, frankly, I lost count. But that's not the point. The point is we are in chapter